Yo, this is SK, and I'm very excited to share with you some information about the new Momentis natural gas product that we have in California. From the moment I found out about Momentis, I knew this was going to be a very exciting opportunity for not only myself and the people that we bring in, but also for our customers by providing them truly valuable products, by providing them products that they currently use every single day. So we're no longer asking people to take these vitamins or drink this beet juice or have these shakes or any of this nonsense, okay? These are real, true commodity products that we use on a daily basis, and I'm very excited to share that with you. So we're going to cover lots of stuff today, and well, let's just get right into it, and I'm going to try to go as in-depth as possible without creating that much confusion. I've spent half a dozen hours now researching this product, researching this information, researching what it means so that I can help you share it with your prospects, share it with your family, share it with your friends, share it with your customers, as well as I'm really going to use this video to share it with everybody myself as well and to train new people. So we're kind of in this together right now, so bear with me and I'm going to do the best I can, try not to create confusion. I'm going to try to minimize confusion and maximize enthusiasm without being too over the top, which is, me, fairly difficult. So we're going to talk about 5 things in this video. First thing we're going to talk about is just simply share the product information, what it is. Number 2, we're going to try to answer the most common questions. Now this might get confusing, this might get a little squirrely during this part, so just bear with me. This is the first video. We'll try to improve it later if necessary. Number 3 is we're going to cover how to read your gas bill. Literally, how to read it. What does it mean? And the 4th objective of the video is to understand why fixed rates and why fixed bills are good. And then the 5th thing that we're going to talk about is what does green really mean in the business world today, in the environment today. What does it really mean, and what can we do, and what are the politicians asking us to do, and what are the scientists asking us to do? So I'm going to go as quickly as possible. I've already talked way too long, so let's dive right into it. Now I'm going to flip over here to my sorry. Over here to my information. Okay, so now I'm going to flip right over here to the products. What are they? Okay, so the California energy products that we've released are this. It's a 1-year product in the PG&E territories, which is essentially Bakersfield up through Northern California. Okay, they have the right to fix their rate. Okay, and then they have the right to fix their rate with a 50% green option and fix their rate with a 100% green option. Now this is a rate fixed product, which is different from what we have in Southern California or the SCG areas, the Southern California gas, and the SDG&E areas, which is this product is a fixed bill product. And those are big time difference. And we don't have the 0% option down here in Southern California. So in Northern California, you have what's referred to as a fixed rate product. And in Southern California and SDG&E territories, we have what's referred to as a fixed bill product. Now, the fixed rate product is simply going to fix the rate that you pay per therm or per unit of gas that is available or that you use. I'm sorry. Whereas a fixed bill product is going to fix the actual price for the total gas consumption portion of the bill. Okay? So you see right here, PG&E customers fixed rate option offers customers peace of mind knowing their per therm base supply price will not increase through the term of their agreement. Typical agreement is 12 months. I think in Northern California you can do 2 years. Southern California we are limited to 1 year at this moment. That may change. And then, so that's the fixed rate product is we're fixing the rate per therm. So now you're wondering, well, what's a therm? Well, the definition of a therm is so confusing that I'm not even going to get into it because it's absolute craziness and it confused the smack out of me. So what I'm going to say is therm is just like a gallon of milk, because we consume milk, and I understand that a gallon of milk is $4. Okay, and I also understand that a couple years ago a gallon of milk was $2.50, and before that it was cheaper, and before that it was cheaper, and before that it was cheaper. So just going to use the analogy of the therm is just like a gallon of milk. Okay, it's not a gallon of milk at all. It's a therm of natural gas, and that's fine. But I don't know what a therm is. It's too confusing to understand that. But it is the unit of how they measure how much they need to charge you per unit of gas, natural gas that you consume. Now, SCG&E and the SoCal customers, we have a fixed bill product. This is a fixed price per month product. Allows customers a better ability to budget their bills because they know exactly what their price will be per month and avoid seasonal fluctuations. So before we get into the benefits of that product, okay, and the fixed rate product, what I'd like to do first is look at the the gas bill and show you how to read the gas bill real quick. Okay, so this is a copy of my gas bill. And what you see here, you got the account summary right here, amount to the last bill, current charges, okay? So you can see here, last month I paid $11.20 for my total consumption of gas during the month. So you can see, I haven't been cooking a lot, I haven't been running the gas dryer a lot, I haven't been running the heater at all, and so on and so forth, okay? Now, to understand this, the way the bill reads, just the way the bill reads, then we'll get into the value of the product. The way the bill reads is, at the first thing we see here is this is my meter number right here. So when you're signing up with us and you need to know your meter number, there it is if you're a SoCal Gas customer. And your account number is up at the top of the screen right here. Okay. So now when you're signing up with us, you know where to use those. So now, bunch of stuff we got to talk about when it comes to reading this bill. One is the baseline allowance of usage, right here, baseline allowance. What that means is that the politicians decided, or the gas company decided, someone decided what the average use for customers in our area should be during this month. And they said it should be 13 therms. Okay? So that's the baseline. Now, you can see me, I consumed 8 therms that month, which everybody I've showed this to in preparing for this video thought was hilarious. They're like, there's no way you only used 8 therms in a month. And I said, well, things will change. And when you actually look at my history in the right-hand side of the bill, well, I'll get to that in a moment. So 8 therms is what I used right there, okay? Now, there's this charge right here that says customer charge. 28 days times 16 cents for a total amount of $4.60. That's just a customer charge. That's what the gas company charges me as a customer on a daily basis. The reason they break it down like that is some days there's 31 days in the billing period. Sometimes there's 28 days in the billing period. Sometimes there's 30, etc. It's a billing period. The way they have it set up, why, I don't know. I don't care. It has nothing to do with me, nothing to do with our product. That charge will still be received by you, okay, directly from the utility company. And what is that charge? That's the customer charge. That is what they deem to charge you as a customer. And they even tell you how much they're going to charge you as a customer on a daily basis, which is quite nice. And then they tell you how many days are in that billing period, and then they total it for you right there. Okay, so that's the way that works. Now, down a little farther are the state regulatory fees and the public purpose surcharge fees. Okay, so what those are it's a per unit or a per therm of natural gas fee that the state charges. In this case, I paid 0.00068 cents for the state regulatory fee, which amounted to about a penny that I paid last month. And I paid 0.067 cents, or about 7 pennies, each time I used a therm of energy to help people that have challenges in paying their bills afford it. And so I paid 61 cents to contribute to the team and help out the people of California that need help. And I don't have any problem doing that. And these two charges, for a total of 62 cents, are still going to occur and be charged to me or to you by the local utility firm. It has nothing to do with our natural gas product. Okay? All right. So now let's get into the natural gas product itself and what it is and how you read about it on your bill. On the right-hand side here, you see my usage history. In this chart, hopefully you have one. If you're in my territory, SoCal Gas, you do. Here you see my usage in June was about 12 therms. My usage in July was 54 therms. My usage in August, 13 or 14 therms, 18 therms. My usage in September, 8 therms. My usage in October, 8 therms. Now, let me tell you why that happened. I first moved into the home in June. Then in July, I started partying down, heating the spa, all kinds of stuff. My ladies come down, her kids are coming down. We're having all kinds of get-togethers, and we're running up, cranking up that spa. And I used 54 therms of natural gas energy to do that month. Okay? And so, that was a, incredibly expensive bill for me that month. And that's cool. I paid for it because, I could, and, I enjoyed that benefit. Then in August, we pared down a little bit. And then in September, kids went back to school, and now it's October. We don't use the spa. So that's what happened in my usage history. And it's obviously going to go up significantly as we get into the colder months. Now, what happens in terms of pricing the natural gas and really understanding this is in the bottom right of your bill, where I'm highlighting now, you see the gas company's gas commodity cost per therm for your billing period. Right here. What that means is they're paying 42 cents per therm during the month of October to a supplier. The gas utility company does not manufacture the gas. I thought they did, but they don't. Okay, I've learned that all in the last 12 hours or so. It's 42 cents per therm that they are charging. That they are being charged by the average providers of natural gas to them. Okay? Now, the reason they list this is so that you can figure out your transport cost. And figuring out your transport cost is very important because just like this customer charge right here, and just like the state regulatory fee and the public purpose surcharge, those three fees, you're also going to continue to receive a transport charge or pass-through charge from the utility company. Because when you switch to Momentis and Just Energy, you're now going to have that listed as the supplier of that natural gas to this utility company. And so this product right here, or this pricing of this utility transport, will be featured on your bill right here. Okay? And so now, if you read this carefully, it says therms used 8. Rate per therm 74 cents, 75 cents if you round up. 8. And so the charge for me was $5.98 because I use 8 therms. So 8 times 75 is going to be right around that cost. Now, you're saying to yourself, well, that's funny. They charged me 74 cents per therm, and their cost was 42 cents per therm. Well, that's correct. The difference in there, that 32 cents. So if you take 74 cents and you subtract 42 cents, you're going to get 32 cents. That 32 cents is the charge for transporting the gas to you. That's what the utility company charges to transport the gas. That charge is still going to occur to you per therm that you use. Okay? Now, The product that we offer is a fixed bill product at 50% green and a fixed bill product at 100% green in Southern California. So that means you can either pay $33 a month for fixed bill, unlimited usage up to 800 therms per year at 50% green, or $38 a month at fixed bill flat rate up to 800 therms a year, or 800 gallons of milk a year, or with 100% green option. Okay, your choice. So we'll talk about a couple of those things in greater detail. So what does that mean? That means that you would not be charged the 42 cents times 8 therms in this example if you had that product, because that's included in your $33 a month product or your $38 a month product. Okay? Now you might say to yourself, well, it's crazy. Why in the world would I pay? Why would I do unlimited when I'm only using 8 therms? Well, first of all, you got to understand 8 therms is ridiculously low. Nobody uses that little of gas. The average account in California uses about 50 therms a month. You can see my usage in July was 54 therms in July. I've done a lot of research to learn that the average number of therms used by the average house in California is about 50. Okay, now 50 times 12 is going to be about 600 a year. This product comes with up to 800 a year. Now, what happens is in the winter we use more natural gas because we're heating up the homes. We're using 90 therms a month, 100 therms a month, 150 therms a month. I talked to a rep this morning who said he's in Sacramento and his bill in the winter averages $180 a month to $300 a month. So he bought the product hook, line, and sinker. The moment it came out, he's like, oh, good, done. Unbelievable, I'm in 100%, because his mother-in-law lives with him and she's always freezing. So in the winter, she's always cranking up the heat. Okay, so when that happens, it's going to get very expensive in the winter months. So now let me show you information published by SoCal Gas regarding the last 24 months of per therm commodity-based pricing. Okay? All right, so but before I do that, real quick, what I want to show you is how do we figure out what the cost per therm is of the Momentis contract. Okay? So in order to understand that, we've got $33 a month that we're paying for the fixed bill plus 50% green energy. 33 times 12 is going to be $396 a year. Okay? So $396 a year that we pay to Momentis divided by 800 therms, which is the amount that we could consume, is 49 cents per therm that's available to us. So I was laughing with John earlier this morning saying, you know what? This winter, if I can move from 8 therms a month up to 66 therms a month or whatever it is, if I can use all that gas, I'm going to walk around in shorts. I'm going to be cranking that up just because I can. Not to be too obnoxious or get too fired up, but just to make the point that I don't have the risk. So if I go to 100 therms a month in December, January, February, and March, I still have 400 left for the rest of the year, where I'm averaging 12, 13, 15, 20. My buddy David out in Newport says he averages 33 a month in the summer, and then anywhere from 50 to 90 a month in the winter months. So you have that security, where in the winter you're covered, and in the summer you were covered. And you know what your price per therm is at that 800 per year, which is only 49 cents. So let me now show you why that's important. It's important because on this screen we see the gas prices and what's happened at SoCal Gas just over the last couple years. October, 42 cents per therm. September, 41 cents per therm. August, 49 cents per therm. July, 46 cents. June, 48, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 39, 49, 46, 47, 42, 45, 59 in February, 57 in January. So you can see in the winter months, it tends to go up. Now, why is that important? It's important for understanding your transporting cost and how this influences your bill. So what happens is that per unit cost in this bill that you see in front of you on your screen right now is 42 cents per therm. What they charged me was 74 cents. So if I'm on a non-fixed priced product or a non-consumption fixed price product and the price per therm goes up to 60 cents, from 40 cents to 60 cents, that's a 30% increase. So my bill just went from $30 a month to $45 for the natural gas, or whatever it may be, increased by 30% instantly. Now, I'm going to show you a very interesting article that I found here on the web, where I was just doing some research to figure out how many therms are people using. And this person here says, I use 120 therms in the past 30 days, about 4 therms a day. And this person says, I use 2 therms a day, which is about 60 a month, but I'm paying $1.22 per therm. $1.37 over baseline per therm. And I mean, this is, showing the volatility of what can potentially happen in a market when it comes to the price of energy. Anywhere from 42 cents to, you saw it, $1.37 as things are trading. You saw it from 42 cents to 59 cents within just a few months of a period. Okay, so now what happens if you're using 122 therms per month and it goes to $1.37 per therm? Now you're looking at $150, $160 a month for that gas, plus your transport cost, which is the difference between the therm and the rate that they bill you. And now you need to understand, what's the baseline allowance? Well, this baseline allowance is 13 therms for this particular month. In the winter months, it may be more, it may be less. I used 8. Okay? So now, if I used 50, then the way it would work is I would be charged as follows. I would be charged 13 times 0.32 cents per. So I'd be charged $4.16 for the transport of the amount up to my baseline. Now, 50 in terms of usage, okay, minus the baseline of 13 is 37. So now I would be charged 57 cents on the transport cost for 37 pieces. Okay? So that's going to be $21.09. So 21 plus 4.16 equals $25. So that month I would have paid $25 for the transport, for delivering the gas to me. But my commodity cost is safe. If my neighbor's commodity cost went up to $1.37, for crying out loud, okay, then his bill went through the roof, whereas mine is protected, mine is safe. And that's the value in the fixed bill product and the fixed rate product. You still are going to experience the transport cost. I hope that's clear now. And we talked about the volatility. I showed you the stats where somebody's using 122 and they were paying $1.37 at times, due to what they're doing on the stock market and they're trading. And it's just like going to, put gasoline in your car. Sometimes I go there and it's $3.85. Sometimes I go there and it's $4.25. What's the difference? Well, that's Wall Street just doing their thing, driving up prices and then slicing off profit of it and, bringing it back down. In the meantime, people like us are suffering and having challenges. So this is our opportunity to take control of that and put ourselves in the best position, which is important to us. You need to protect yourself. You need to make sure that you are covered. And I can't express how important that is when we're seeing market swings from 42 cents per therm up to $1.22 per therm, which is over 50%, 100% increase. It's almost 150% increase in the product, just within 24, 36 months. I mean, it's unreal. So volatility is real, and we need to make sure that we are protected in this environment. Now, so we've talked about the fixed rate part. We've talked about the fixed bill part, and we've shown you your bill in terms of how to understand it, how to see your usage, how to understand your usage. We've talked about how to figure out your transport costs, which you're still going to experience. I've shown you the taxes that you're still going to experience. I've shown you the customer charge that you're still going to experience from the utility company itself. So in our product, let's just say, for example, Southern California, the fixed bill product at 50% green energy. You're looking at $33 a month. You can use as much as 66 therms per month, or 800 per year, which means you can heat your house out of control in the winter and then kick it and chill in the summer. But you're safe. You're locked in at that rate. You know exactly what that cost is going to be every month. You can budget accordingly. And you're still going to have the transport cost coming directly from the utility based on the number of therms that you use. Will be either at your baseline price, which is typically going to be 32 cents-ish per one that they deliver to you. So if you use 15 a month, you're going to be paying 50 times 0.32, so right around $15 if that's baseline. Over baseline, that almost doubles and goes typically to about 55 cents, 57 cents. Okay, so you just need to understand that in terms of how that works, and you get those charges anyway from the gas utility company. Okay, the last thing that we have to talk about is the green factor. Okay, and what does that mean? 50% green. Well, I'm going to share with you what it means right now. And that is that Just Energy has founded a group called JustCleanCommunity.com. In fact, I'll go to the homepage real quick here, where they are investing in green projects around the world. They are developing green technology around the world, and they are offsetting the carbon emissions around the world. And this is very important because whether you like it or not, whether you agree with the environmental change concepts or not, whether you agree with Republicans or Democrats, either way, it doesn't really matter. What is without a doubt a fact is that a household to use 800 therms of energy a year, or less, 600 therms of energy a year, produces 12 tons of carbon emissions. Okay, 12 tons of carbon emissions, which no matter how you look at it, isn't good. Okay, so the politicians are on board with reducing the number of carbon emissions immediately that can go down. So our product, our company, Just Energy, is stepping up to the plate, and they're saying we will use a portion of our profits to offset carbon emissions for each household that is a customer of ours. You have two options. You can buy a fixed bill product plus 50% reduction for $29 a month plus a $2.95 fee, which is about $33. Or you can purchase a fixed bill rate plus 100% green carbon offsets. And that product is $34.95 a month plus a $2.95 fee, which is about $38 a month. And what's key is if you're on the 50% plan, then 6 tons of carbon offsets are being purchased on your behalf because you are a customer of Just Energy, because you're a customer of mine, because you're a customer of the person that has shared this video with us, because you're a customer of Earth, if you will. You're using the resources. So we should give back. It's only smart to give back. Clearly, we generate waste. And I'm not here to be the green sales guy right now. But it is important, and no matter who you agree with, whether it's Republicans or Democrats, we create waste, and we should deal with that waste appropriately. And this company is stepping up to the plate and saying, this is how we are going to deal with that. And so what they've done is they've created justcleancommunities.com, in which case, in this example, they show you clearly on the map where they are building wind farms, where they're building hydropower, where they are engaging in emission reduction projects, and where they're investing in alternative renewable power that is being generated as we speak, or being invested in to create the next level of technology for us. And if someone steps up to the plate, I stepped up to the plate and I said, you know what, I'm in. That makes sense to me. I'm going to buy the fixed bill product plus 100% green energy because I want the carbon offsets. That makes sense to me as a person. And it's important that everybody understands that feature within this product line. Now, in the state of California, it just so happens that Arnold Schwarzenegger had produced a renewable energy law. Okay, in which case it says right here, California's renewable portfolio standard is going to be 33% by 2020. Now, this is important that you understand this because the first metric is 2013, which is right around the corner. And by 2013, okay, it says right here, 20% must be renewable power by 2013. So, if you've got Wall Street trading the commodity of natural gas, trading this notion of carbon, and you understand how that market works, and then you understand that the pressure's on the state of California utilities to get to 20% green product by the year 2013, which is just a blink away, then you really understand volatility on price is going to be huge. And this is something that needs to be dealt with ASAP. We need to protect ourselves because if they want to get to 20% renewable within, a blink of an eye, they're going to have to force some serious progress. And who's going to pay for that progress? We are. The taxpayers are going to pay for that progress. So we need to protect our price. Who's going to benefit from that progress? Who's going to benefit from the volatility in the market? Wall Street is. And the traders, they're going to go crazy and they're going to push that pressure up, down, left, right, sideways, inside, outside. They're going to push it all over the place. So this is our opportunity to protect ourselves, if that makes sense, because this law is coming down. And like I said, whether or not you agree with it doesn't matter. It's real and it's what's happening. Okay? So in my closing comments, just to review here for you real quick, we have gone over the product information. 3 types of products. There's the fixed rate per therm, a therm being a gallon of milk or a unit of measurement for how they will charge you for the gas. Fixed rate per therm up in the PG&E territory is product number 1. Product number 2, fixed rate plus 50% green, fixed rate plus 100% green. And then in Southern California and in SDG&E, we have fixed bill, which includes up to 800 therms or up to 800 gallons of milk that you can use at any point throughout the year. And you're going to pay $33 a month for the fixed bill plus 50% carbon offset and $38 a month for the fixed bill plus 100% offset. And so that should be answering most of the common questions that we have. And then the final element here is we talked about how to read your bill, and we talked about the volatility in the markets, and we talked about what does green really mean. So I certainly hope that you've been able to understand and follow me throughout this video. And I'm really excited and really looking forward to having you on board as a client, because it means a lot to us that people believe in our vision and that people really step up to the plate and embrace these products and consume these products, because not only is it better for you where you're protected, it also does wonders for us as small business owners trying to earn a living and put food on our table as well. Whoever shared this video with you so that you can understand the product that they have to offer is looking to earn extra income from maybe, you know, purchasing a car, or maybe paying for college for someone, or maybe getting braces for their daughter, or maybe they're looking to make this a full-time income so they can spend more time with their kids. And what's unique about this offering is that it comes in a manner in which it's a consumable product that you will use every month. It's TV, it's electricity, it's natural gas, it is 4G internet access. It's not vitamins, it's not shakes, it's not stuff, makeup and candles and this kind of stuff. It's a consumable product that you have to have provided to you in a manner that protects you, provides you with a great price, a great product. The deliverability is still 100% going to be the exact same and provided by your local utility company that has always serviced you. The only difference is they're going to be buying gas from our company called Just Energy, and that product, or that price, that per therm, is designed to protect you from volatility in the market and provide you with an incredible product where you can heat your home as much as you'd like. So I appreciate it. My name is Scott Kirkpatrick. Feel free to contact me if you have any additional questions. Contact the person who shared this with you ASAP so that you can learn more and get started. Thank you very much.